My name is Brandon A. Denson, and I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 2 decades, 20 years. My mom has type 2 diabetes. Mom, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
Hi, my name is Diana, and I have type 2 diabetes, and I've had type 2 diabetes, wow, for a long time. At least 25 years.
Okay. So that is a long time. Obviously, with you living with yours for at least 25 years, me living with mine for 20 years, that's a lot of diabetes years if you combine it together. Now, we're kind of here today to talk about the CGM system that you got. You have a Dexcom G7. This is something that you're fully aware that I wear, but it's something new to you. It's not foreign, as we would say.
Yes.
So walk me through a little bit about this, because you're living with type 2 diabetes. I know it hasn't been the easiest for you to get a CGM system, and just let me know kind of what are the feelings, what are the emotions that we have this Dexcom G7, and we're actually going to apply this thing. So how do you feel about that in getting to this point?
Oh, Brandon, I am so excited. When I kept telling you about the problems I was having with low blood sugars at night, that's primarily, primarily why I wanted to get the CGM 7 to alert me when I had those lows through the night. And I have them quite often, and it scares me to death. And I know the Lord above is not going to wake me up each and every time. But that's what I say it is. When I wake up feeling weird and funny, just wake up. I'm like, how did I wake up? Okay, what's wrong? My blood sugar is low, and I'm chilling by the bed. I got juice there. I got candy there. I got my glucometer. But by the time I punch myself, clean it off, clean it off with some alcohol, punch myself with the needle, and get the blood out and whatnot. I'm shaky, so it's trying to do all those things, put the strip in the machine and whatnot. And I have arthritis really bad, and my dexterity is really bad. So that's another reason too. I wanted to get the G7.
Well, I think that's a huge thing. I think people living with any form of diabetes, type 1, type 2, type 3, it's important that you're able to treat a low, right?
Yes.
We talk about hypoglycemia, which is low, hyperglycemia, which is high. Obviously, we don't want to be in either one of those phases, but the reality of it is, if you're a little bit higher, you may be able to adhere or take care of it. If you're having a low, like you stated, having arthritis in your fingers and your hands, waking up in the middle of the night shaking, having to clean off your finger that you're gonna actually put the lancet on to get the blood out. These things, it's tough to think about that, let alone just waking up in the middle of the night, and I think having a CGM system can definitely help you for sure. It's one of those things that I'm proud of you for wanting to embrace the technology, because older individuals don't necessarily want to kind of make that shift. But if you realize how important this is for you in your lifestyle, like I said, dealing with arthritis in your hands, making it easier for you, like when you wake up in the middle of the night and are able to treat a low without having to run and get a glucometer, or you're able to actually look at a receiver or look at your phone and see what your glucose level is and be able to treat from that. So I think that's very, very important. I think a lot of times we don't talk about the hypoglycemia and how quick something can go off the deep end, really, really quick. Like I said, the hyperglycemia being your glucose levels being elevated. They have to be elevated for a very long time or extended period of time before, issues or problems can happen. But the fact that you could be at a normal range, going to sleep, and then all of a sudden plummet and drop in the middle of the night, that's a scary situation, So I guess we have the Dexcom G7 here. We'll go ahead and begin to unbox it. Obviously, the receiver is already out of the packaging because somebody couldn't wait, but that's okay.
I'm excited. I've waited so long because at first my PCP and I decided to have a snack. But I go to bed before I go to bed, but at least 30 milligrams. But the only thing with that is
30. You mean 30 grams of carb?
I mean 30 grams of carb.
Okay.
I'm so excited. And then we tried that for a while, and then that didn't work. And so then I just was afraid for my life. Mm-hmm. And so I kept asking her, and then Brandon, I would tell you, he said, "Mom, how's your luck getting a G7?" I said, "No, they denied me," my doctor said. And so I kept at her and at her. It's been over a year. Yeah.
What was the reason for them denying you? Because I know we talked about that. So
the doctor told me, and also I called Medicare about it, that because Medicare has strict rules, and one of the rules was that you had to be on insulin. Mm-hmm. And I don't take insulin, I take pills. So that was the stickler there. So I kept, at my doctor about it, and she finally really, really was listening. I mean, she listened them other times, but I don't know if she actually put in the request every time, because I see her every month. So this particular time, which was maybe about 3 months ago, and we went through the form and whatnot, and this time I got it. I was so excited too when it came.
So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to begin to start putting it on. Like I said, the receiver, it looks like it's on the table. It's ready to go, and we'll begin to apply this and go from there. So what you want to do is go ahead and open up the Dexcom G7.
Okay. Boy, this is exciting. Let's try it again. I got my own instructor. Open.
Go ahead, we'll clean the arm again. May want to go on the side, actually.
Go where? Back here?
Yeah.
I'm always hitting the walls and so I'll be walking. Be wobbly, so that's why I sit under.
Right. So we'll go ahead. You can twist that off.
Not as strong like it used to be.
All right. So then you can put it up. Yep. Right there in that area we cleaned off at.
Next one.
And then squeeze that button.
Is that set? Yeah.
Go ahead and squeeze the button. There you go. Let it go.
Hold it. Oh.
You can let it off. There you go. It's on there.
And yes, I like to put that.
So
what is that code? The code
That's on there.
on the box, isn't it?
So we need to go here to start new sensor. So we'll just hit. So start new sensor.
Okay.
Boom.
58.94.
Alright, so we're gonna go down, all the way down. And then what was it?
58.94.
5894. 5894. That's correct. Okay, so we're searching for the sensor. So this did say 3 feet, pairing complete. Always keep your receiver within 20 feet of the sensor. So now we're back at the warm up again.
So
You can
what's
go ahead and cap that.
What was the 3 feet?
This one is trying to pair. You want to make sure it's within the 3 feet.
That almost look like real, just a little bit. Yes, yeah. The one video I watched, it said that the other, not this patch that come with it, but another available G7 sticker you could get. It sticks better. So I'm on machine.
So it looks like we're complete as far as the pairing goes. I'm gonna go ahead and let you hit the green button. And then hit that little circle. There you go. Go ahead and hit the circle again. 118. Look at that. Look at that. It may take probably some getting used to putting it on, applying it, all of those different things, but it's not super complicated.
No,
but I
it's
think
not.
just like with anything, if you practice and continue to do it, it'll get easier.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did have one that failed on us.
Yes, we did.
It happens. But we'll...
I'm still excited though.
Yeah. So, it's pretty cool. I'm excited for you to take this journey as well.
I am too. I'm excited for the new journey.
And most importantly, excited to hear about the feedback
Yes.
from it on if you like it or if you don't like it. You know? Well,
It ain't like I'm changing it every day.
no, every 10 days, and then you have a 12-hour grace period, so that allows you, half of a day extra, so you get 10 days, right? The last 10 days, and then you get, once the 10 days is up, you got a 12-hour grace period, as they call it. So an extra 12 hours, and then the sensor won't work at all. So you got 10 days and 12 hours.
So I mean, I gotta poke myself to figure out what if I need to.
Well, if it expires, then yes.
Within that.
If it goes to the 10 days and 12 hours, then yes. But at that point in time, then you apply another sensor, and then you'll be good to go. Obviously, you have to wait up to 30 minutes for it to warm up and, begin to do its thing. But outside of that, pretty set.
I'm excited to not keep poking my finger. They are really tender, all of them.
Well, I mean, for doing it for 25 years,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
Yeah,
this will get some of that back to where, you know, you don't have to do that. But obviously, you know, I'm not a licensed medical professional. You aren't either. But if you feel off or the numbers don't match, just make sure you check with the glucometer just to see. The glucometer is probably one of the most accurate pieces of equipment that we can use, even though we do have the technology as far as CGM systems. You know, you can never go wrong using a glucometer with non-expired strips and things like that. So, you know, be mindful of that as well. You know, so when in doubt, just check it. You just never know.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Technology is great, but sometimes, you know, it's not where we need it to be all the time.
Yes.
So, you know, if you feel low, it's nothing wrong with checking to see if you're low, or, you know, just checking in general just to see where you're at. So, yeah, I'm excited for you.
I am too.
We'll see how this journey goes. But we're gonna put this receiver on the charger. We're gonna get out of here, get something to eat. Can't tell you what we're gonna get. Might make the blood glucose levels rise a little bit, but you know, as always, wishing you peace, love, and happiness.